Hi everyone, it's Carrington from Parks Home Grown with Carrington, and thank you for coming back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Today we're talking about full moon rituals. So I get a lot of questions about this, and because I post quite a bit about witchy stuff or woo-woo stuff on my Instagram, and so I decided to make a video about it so nobody can ever ask me anything else about what I do. I will disclaim this by saying that I am no expert, and that everything that I've learned over the years from my family being passed down to me, from taking religious courses at university, and just reading for fun. And so let's just roll clean into it. This Tuesday will be a Libra super full moon. What does that mean? Basically, that from our point of view, the full moon will be within the Libra constellation, and the super moon just aspect means that it'll just be quite large. Now, some of us will be able to see it, some of us it will be raining, like it will be here where I live, but you can still partake in doing some kind of fun ritual for that. Now, I've been doing full moon rituals for a little while now, and I like to write things down in my little book here, and I've basically categorized everything that I do into 5 little short categories, and I think that this is just fun as a collective whole, regardless of whether or not you believe in magic or any of this kind of stuff. It's just kind of like a fun thing that you can come up with for yourself. And so I'm just going to give you the basis of like what your ritual could consist of and what I do, and then that'll be that. You can take it from there and make it your own thing. So let's just roll straight into it. So the first category is purification. Here is where I would take a spiritual bath. Spiritual bath is literally just like a really kind of like bougie bubble bath where you can put like things like rose petals or essential oils. You can put like crystals in there. I like to put clear quartz, and you just take a bath. I like to joke around with my friends and family and text them and be like, don't bother me for the next hour. I'm boiling myself like a little hot dog, because that's really what it feels like, because the water's quite hot and I'm just sweating because the steam is just so much, but it's really nice to get all those toxins out. And then I get out and I take a cold shower, clean myself and everything. I like to pretend that all the things I've been weighing very heavy on me are going down the drain and are there no longer. And then I go into my regular hygiene routine, but one thing I do a little bit different than I do every day is that I make sure I thoroughly moisturize my skin with an oil. One of my favorite oils to use is this is called Glow and Grow. It's from Laura's Botanicals. She's located in Richmond, Virginia. And so yeah, it's just kind of like a nice pampering thing to get yourself very loose and prepared to do that. Okay, and then you gotta make sure you put on some very fresh, clean clothes that make you feel really good. So the second thing is energization. So this is where you're gonna create the energy that you need in your space. So you can do a smoke cleanse, where you can just take something like cedar or juniper or lavender or sage or anything like that and just burn it and put it all in the air, cleanse the space. Make sure you crack open a window for that so that the negative energy can have a way on out. You can also just burn candles. You can play music and dance and sing, whatever you want to just put in some good energy while you're about to get ready to do this whole little ritual. And it's a lot of fun. And one thing that I like to really do is to charge my crystals. So I have a couple here. I have a clear quartz, I have a prehnite, and a rose quartz. And I'm using the clear quartz for the bath. I'm using the prehnite for my meditation, and I'm using the rose quartz as well, just to like keep around for when I go to bed. That's really because the sign of Libra, which is my sun sign, and I actually was born under a full moon, an Aries full moon, is connected to Venus, so the love and everything. And so I think, you know, if anything, if you're going to wish for during this full moon is to bring more love into your life. And then the prehnite is called the healing stone for healers. And sometimes I give a lot to myself without restoring all of that energy, so I will be making sure I put that back in. And clear quartz is just really good for clearing and purifying and starting all over. Regardless if you believe in the metaphysical properties of crystals, doesn't matter, they're really just pretty. But when it's a full moon, you put them out on the windowsill and let them charge up under the moonlight, and that's really fun. You can also take a glass of water and let that charge up and make moon water. If it is raining, you can take a jar and put it outside, collect the rainwater, and have that full moon rainwater and use it to put on the plants that might be struggling or that you want to grow a lot more. So, all fun, energetic things to create. The third thing is doing a meditation. Self-inquiry meditation, which I've done one here on my channel before, but I will be putting out one specifically for this full moon. You need to figure out what you really need right now, what you need to let go, what you need to bring in. All you gotta do is just sit down, take a few good deep breaths, and hone in. And once you have that focus, then you can move basically into the fourth step, which is intention. Now, with your intention, you set an intention from what you got from your meditation. So let's say you want to be more like focused, like you just feel like you're just scatterbrained everywhere. You can write that down, and that is your intention. You write it on a piece of paper. I made my own like recycled paper. It burns easily when you can write it on anything that's safe to burn, because you're gonna burn this. You write it down, anything you want. You can make a little symbol that symbolizes your intention, whatever. You write it down, be very clear about your intentions, kind of like the genie in the lamp thing. You make your 3 wishes, but if you're not clear, you're gonna get some weird results probably. Yeah, be extra clear about that. Now, yes, sorry. Now, you can move into the 5th step, which is manifestation, which is the biggest step in this whole ritual. Now, you're going to take your intention, and you're going to burn it under a candle that has a color that corresponds to what you would like to have. Now, I sometimes like to just ever so simply use like a white candle, because I can just put any intention I want in it. But you can look up candle colors and figure out what you need. There's like things like green is for like growth and for money, and yellow is for empowerment, like all that kind of stuff. So you can use a white or a gold or a silver one. Those are the ones I highly suggest for a full moon. And you put in something safe like this, let it burn all the way out. Okay, you don't blow it out, you let it burn all the way out. It typically takes like maybe an hour for it to melt all the way down. You just get rid of that, and then I take my little piece of paper, I put it over that flame, and then I put it into a mortar, and I let it burn. As you can see, mine is quite black because it's a safe bowl for me to like burn things in. And then when it's over with, I take and I crush it up, and I save little bits, because I would like to believe that from this full moon to the next, whatever I'm trying to manifest will come true. And once it does, I throw away those bits to further notice. That's normally how it goes. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I just sit and I will meditate and bask in the moonlight and just think about the things that I would like to have happen for me. Make sure you do everything very safely, like you don't, set your carpet on fire, or you don't maybe fall asleep in the middle of your meditation. All that kind of stuff. Make sure everything's very safely done with all good intentions, because it could be very powerful. You could realize that you're very powerful in your magic, or it could just, enlighten yourself, and it could be a creative activity to do, because there's no harm in doing it. It doesn't conflict with anything, like no religious beliefs or anything like that. It's just a practice that you can do, that you create for yourself. And for me, I have seen great results. There's only been one time in the past 9 months that I've seen actually a year now, that I just haven't seen a result, and that's because I self-sabotage. And I'm gonna just be honest with you on that. But everything else, I've been very blessed and fortunate and favored that whatever I wanted came to me. So that is all I have for you on full moon rituals, and I hope this answered all of your questions about it. I would definitely be more than happy to answer any more questions. If you send me a message or an email, I will get to you, and just have a good, safe time and enjoy the moon for everything that it can give. I absolutely love everything about it. It's so beautiful, and it reminds me that we are in a universe, not just in our society kind of deal. It's very captivating. So nonetheless, wishing you the best. I hope you like this video. Comment below and maybe even subscribe to my channel, where I post a new video every single Monday for Meaningful Mondays. And take the very best care of yourself. Bye!